honey, you were right. Rhodey really did revamp her breakfast menu.
Yeah. Maybe we'll actually get to order something, assuming Mr. Dingley shows up.
Mr. Hinckley, he's gonna be here.
Look, I don't even know why he needs me here for this meeting.
I told you. He's the vice president of Logan's department store advertising. He is interested in me doing a radio show on being married for 1 year, honey. I'm gonna listen to him.
Yeah, that's my stomach rumbling. Or maybe it's yours. Let me check. We're married.
Max? Hey, how's it going?
Gary, Luna, this is Gary, the primo blackjack dealer at the Wild Rose Casino. Gary, this is my wife, Luna Moody.
Oh, hey, Gary, nice to meet you.
Well, it's really nice to meet you, too. I didn't expect to see you in this neck of the woods, old buddy. Especially at this time of the day. You're a night man.
Well, here I am in the morning.
Well, this is awfully strange. I've met all your friends, but I've never met this one before. Why is that?
What are you doing?
I am answering a lot of questions.
Hello to you, too. Listen, I'm sorry I locked myself away all morning. The vestry's very upset about the cost of the new
No,
roof.
it's no problem. I've been too busy reading to even
I see
notice.
you got Larry's pamphlets here.
Yes, and Andrew, I am so excited I could dance on the ceiling. I have read over every word of information Larry's given us on PID and conception, and guess what? Larry was wrong.
Larry's wrong about what?
About us getting pregnant again. He said that we had absolutely no chance, but according to this, we can get pregnant again.
I don't know exactly what you want me to say.
Don't say it's incredible, Andrew, because sooner or later we are going to have a family.
Victor Lord was in there for the last 18 years, huh?
Yep, but he might not have been in there this morning if Vicky hadn't stopped Dorian yesterday.
She was gonna pour lye all over his body?
Yeah, that's a logical conclusion. Just hope Hank's able to prove it. The main thing is there'll be an autopsy performed on this body this afternoon.
Well, for once, Dorian made it easy for us.
Hey, Hank, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, Bo, Frankie. You know that lye we recovered yesterday? Well, Dorian bought it herself at Five Corners Hardware. Not 2 hours before Vicky found her in here with
it. So Dorian didn't even try to cover her tracks, huh?
Nope, not even. Well, you know what they say about desperate people. They get crazy, they get careless, they get caught.
Congratulations to Ellen Caruso and her doted daddy, Judge Nathan Caruso. They managed to snag a rich, respectable snag a very rich, respectable hubby for Ellen without a soul finding out that 3 years ago her idea of high society was her coke dealer. Yeah, that's got a very nice ring to it.
Nora. If I were you, Dorian, I would leave my phone on the hook in case my attorney were trying to get a hold of me.
Look, I'm a bit out of it, okay? I've been working all night.
Working on what? Another one of your lunatic schemes?
I'm sorry. I just didn't want to be disturbed.
Well, I've got a news flash for you, Dorian, that's going to send you light years past disturbed. We've been summoned to appear in court in less than an hour from now.
Why?
Because Hank is going to try and revoke your bail.
What? Well, that's absolutely outrageous. You've got to put a stop to it.
Well, I'll tell you something, Dorian. When your client has been caught red-handed with a lug wrench and a can of lye in the tomb of the man that she's been accused of murdering, it's a little hard to get up the enthusiasm, let alone the optimism.
I can't go back to jail, Nora. I just can't.
Well, far be it from me to tell you what to do, but if I were you, I'd go and put on something very comfortable because it's looking good that you'll be wearing it for a long, long time.
know, Bo, I really ought to thank Dorian for traipsing in here last night.
You really think that's going to help our case that much?
Well, buddy gave us 2 big-time shots in the arm.
Well, one's got to be the hearing that you push for.
Yeah. Well, with any luck, by the time the sun goes down today, Dorian will be parked right where she should have been for the last 18 years.
Yeah, right behind bars.
You know, man, I really think that I can get her bail revoked.
You going to hit her with the charges for whatever she was trying to do in here?
I'm not sure what to call what she was doing.
Well, vandalism, criminal mischief, obstruction of justice.
You know, buddy, I like the way you think. But I don't want to add on to the murder charge, because then the jury might think that I'm just piling things on because I don't have a strong enough case. And believe me, that's exactly what Nora's going to try to make them think.
Yeah, but what if you can't get the bail revoked? I mean, there are no guarantees here, Hank.
No, I still don't think we'll need to use it. Not if the autopsy on Victor Lord's body turns up the evidence that I'm hoping for.
Confirmation that his nose was broken just before he died.
Hey, buddy, that'll go a long way proving that Dorian smothered the man. And when you get right down to it, hey, why charge someone with evidence tampering when you can nail her butt to the wall for murder?
Dorian? You're facing the crisis of your life, and all you care about is this junk?
Well, it's important to keep active.
Judge Caruso used all his clout to silence whispers that his darling daughter had degenerated into a pathetic, runny-nosed junkie. How can you even think of printing this kind of garbage at a time like this?
The miserable backstabber deserves every word of it.
Judge Caruso?
I warned him what would happen if he didn't play ball with me.
What?
Yes, I told him I was serious. All he needed to do was block the exhumation of poor Victor's body. And his daughter's dirty little drug secrets would have been safe with me. Did he listen to me? No, he ignored me.
Good God. You're telling me you tried to blackmail a judge?
No, what I meant to say
No, Dorian, you said exactly what you meant to say. This is terrific. This is just great. First you try to blackmail a judge, then you get caught red-handed in poor Victor's vault with a lug wrench and an industrial-sized can of lye that had the capability of turning poor Victor's remains into nothing but a big blob.
That isn't what I was there for.
Dorian, you were there for one reason and one reason only, and that was to destroy the skull on the body so that the autopsy couldn't prove that there'd been suffocation.
Why would I do something so ridiculous when I know for a fact Victor died of a stroke?
I don't know, Dorian. You tell me. You were the one on the commando raid. Of all the people to get stuck with as a client.
Nora, I am quite sure that you're going to win this case.
Well, you're the only one. Do you know what Hank is going to do to you in court? He's going to paint a portrait of you for the jury as a vengeful, cold-blooded murderer who has been covering up a horrible crime for 18 years. And last night's little escapade just gave him more colors to work with. You played right into Hank's hands. You're going to come off as someone who would do anything to keep the truth from coming out. But you know what? That's not the worst of it.
What?
I happened to find out who the judge on your case is.
It isn't good.
No, Dorian. It isn't good. It's about as bad as it gets.
Andrew, in vitro fertilization is the answer. See, first, they take one of my eggs.
Okay, sweetheart, please, just slow down for me here, all right? They take an egg out of the body.
Yeah, and then they fertilize it with your sperm and implant it in my uterus.
Okay, all right. Now, is that kind of going to work in our case?
Absolutely. According to what Larry said yesterday. Andrew, listen. Having PID means that I can't conceive naturally, but with in vitro, I'll be skipping that step. And then I can have a normal pregnancy like anybody else.
Cassie,
now, Andrew,
the thing
listen,
is-
just yesterday we gave up all hope of ever having our own baby, and now, thanks to medical research, we have a plan B. Sweetheart, I want to go see Larry right away.
That's fine. That's okay.
What's wrong? This is a dream come true.
It very well could be. It's just that...
What? You're worried about me?
No.
You are? Yes, you are. Now, Andrew, you look at me. Okay, I'm not delusional or hysterical. I haven't forgotten about our loss. I'm dealing with it every day. But I have hope again.
Okay, and I'm glad. I am.
But you don't sound very glad.
I'm just concerned about one thing.
What?
If this in vitro fertilization was something that could work for us, I'm wondering why Larry didn't mention it during the appointment yesterday.
I don't know. I was wondering about that, too.
Okay. And we won't know until we ask, will we? Right? So we go straight to Larry, we get all our answers answered, and if there is a possibility that we can get pregnant, we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay? We'll do it as soon as we can.
My daughter said she's too busy to use Old English oil, so
she got the Old English spray. It's the only one with conditioning Old English oil to help protect and shine. Give your wood the royal treatment with Old English.
Chocolate mocha supreme, dark chocolate fudge.
What an indulgent way to lose 8 pounds. With Nestle.
Luna, you never met Gary because he's a new old friend. Practically an instant one.
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
Well, no, actually I don't.
Well, I met Gary when I went over to the casino to deliver those contracts to Asa for the sparkling water.
Oh, you mean when the place first opened?
Yeah, and you know how it is. Sometimes you meet people that first second you just hit it off.
Yeah, I know. I've had some experience with that.
And that's the way it was with us.
This guy you married's one of a kind, Luna. He just started talking, and, well, I felt like I knew him all my life.
Yeah, well, he is quite a guy, isn't he? Well, so, you know, I probably would have run into you that night, but it was so crowded around that blackjack table. I'm not in for a mob sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Luna only went to the casino the opening night.
Yeah, gambling's not my thing.
Well, different strokes. Oh, look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be holding you up if you're hungry.
You know what? Mr. Hinckley is about 30 minutes late. Why don't I give him a holler and see what is happening?
The love line waits for no VP.
Right. Well, you two old new buddies talk about whatever y'all new old buddies talk about.
Listen, Gary,
Max, you don't have to say a word. I've got a wife, too.
What?
That little story that we just cooked up. There's plenty of things that are going on in my life that I don't tell my wife about. Well, that's marriage, right?
You said there were 2 pieces of news about the case. Now, one's got to be the hearing. What's the second one?
Who's going to be at that hearing?
I'm not following you.
Look, Bo, if we were allowed to go down the list of judges and pick the ones we wanted the most, we couldn't have done better than who they assigned to us.
Well, who is it?
Douglas Hawthorne.
I've heard of him. He's tough, isn't he?
Buddy. They don't come any tougher. Not in this district, anyway.
I read a quote from this guy. What is lenient is just another word for irresponsible.
Yeah, that's our man.
Oh, this is good news.
Well, not for Dorian.
Douglas Hawthorne?
The one and only. P.S. Not only is he presiding over this hearing today, but he is also going to be on the bench during your trial.
Maybe all the things they say about him aren't true.
No, you're right. They're worse. He'd rather hand out the death penalty for jaywalking. Not only that, he's got a real itch to go to Harrisburg.
He wants to be governor?
In the worst way. Emphasis on the worst. And according to his research, nothing appeals to voters more than a man who's tough on crime to the point of ruthlessness. He likes to practice what he polls.
Have you ever tried a case before him?
No, I haven't, but a colleague of mine did. She said it was a nightmare. His sarcasm, his impatience, and his sound bites that he likes to generate for the benefit of the press. Oh, yes, I'm sure he's just thrilled to get this case.
What are you saying?
Attention! Publicity! Come on, Dorian. You should certainly understand that. That's your stock and trade.
You mean he wanted to try my case because I'm famous?
Notorious is a better way of putting it. Yes, I'm sure he lobbied heavily to be assigned this case. Absolutely. No, all the buzz around it, and you keep pulling your lunatic, self-destructive stunts? Sure. He probably figures as soon as he gets you into prison, he'll end up in the governor's mansion.
It's grotesquely unfair.
Well, I'm sure that's what Victor Lord thought about 18 years ago. Dorian, if you want a microscopic chance of winning this case, you gotta toe the line, and you gotta behave.
All right. I will do whatever you tell me to do.
Good. Go put on something tasteful and conservative, and step on it. Walking in late to Hawthorne's courtroom is the ultimate kiss of death.
Fine, I will just be a minute.
Oh, and Dorian, one other thing. If you so much as take one step out of line, if you so much as even attempt another one of your crazy little acts, I will drop you faster than a cast iron beach ball.
Nora, you're not going to do that. If you did, you would be
disbarred. I don't care. You act up once and I'm gone. And I will leave you all alone to face the man in legal circles known as Hanging Hawthorne.
Once in a while, a breakthrough comes along, like a flat latex wall paint that holds up against stains. New Everclean, only from Sherwin-Williams. We'll take tough stains like grease.
I'm sorry things got a little hairy with your wife there, but I'm really glad I bumped into you.
Why?
Well, I got a little information that you might be interested in.
Really? What's that?
There's a bunch of heavy hitters from out of town. They came into the club last night. They were betting the limit and cleaning up.
One really big, huh?
Oh, man, like you would not believe. By the end of the night, they were on such a roll that they decided to keep a good thing going as long as it goes, and they set up a private sky's the limit game in a room at the Palace Hotel.
And this game is going on now?
Well, no. They decided to take a little breather before the game gears up again in about an hour. And man, if there was ever a place for some really hot action, that's it. I'm glad that all that I'm doing is keeping the bank and stocking the bar.
I bet that table's really cracking, huh?
That's why I thought of you. I thought you might want to hop on over there and see how hot you could be. Look, I'll write it all down, give you all the details. Oh, do you know what room they're in?
No.
Suite 711.
It's perfect.
Yeah, well, so look, I will just walk you in when you say the word.
Well, I never thought that I would see the two of you together in the light of day.
Well, look who's here. All we need now is a deck of cards and a stack of chips.
Speaking of which, what do you say, Max? Are you in or out?
Oh, you bet I'm in.
In what?
Hello. Sorry I kept you waiting, but...
Oh, don't be silly, Larry. You're a prince for agreeing to see us on such short notice.
I'm glad I could squeeze you in. So how you doing?
Terrific. Thanks to you.
To me?
Yeah, you're the one who gave me all this information on in vitro fertilization.
So anyway, our first question is why you didn't bring up in vitro fertilization when we met with you yesterday?
I'm sorry. I didn't know that information was in those pamphlets on PID.
But Going by what you did say, I am the absolute perfect candidate for in vitro.
Cassie.
No, Larry, I know it's not the same thing as conceiving a child naturally, but so what? I don't care how I get pregnant as long as I do.
All right, honey, let Larry talk here. Now, this in vitro fertilization, is that an option for us? Can we really get pregnant this way?
Come on, relax, huh? Look, Judge Hawthorne, he's gonna walk in that door any minute now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if Nora will.
Yeah, well, listen, now, no offense to Nora, but I'm kind of hoping that Judge Hawthorne walks in here before they do. It'll give us that much more of a boost. Oh, boy. Scratch that pipe dream.
Thank God we made it in time.
I can go powder my nose.
You're not going anywhere. You're staying right here.
I'm going to the loo, not to Lucerne.
You're going to go over to the defense table and sit there quietly and demurely. I will be right there. Mr. Commissioner?
Counselor? I was beginning to think that you and your pro bono baby over there were going to be no-shows.
I've never been late for a court appearance, and I'm certainly not going to start now. How are you, lover?
Good. And amazed.
At what?
At you. How did you figure out that Dorian was up to something in that crypt? Now, how did you do that?
You know I can't discuss the ins and outs of this case with you.
Yeah, well, you could drop me a well-worded little hint.
Nope.
Nope.
But I will tell you one thing. My client is a piece of work.
Tell me something I don't know. This is absolutely incredible. The worst woman in the whole world is being defended by the best woman in the entire universe. Not that that's going to do her any good.
Ooh, am I sensing some aspersions being cast?
No offense, Red, but even a lawyer as brilliant as you are is not going to be able to bail Dorian out. And I mean that literally. Not today.
I've had tougher rows to hoe.
All rise. The Court of Common Pleas for the City of Llanview, Lantano County, is now hearing recommendations for bail in the matter of the Commonwealth versus Dorian Lord. The Honorable Judge Hawthorne presiding.
Be seated. This hearing has been called to determine whether the bail should be revoked in the case of Dorian Lord. Shall we begin? Mr. Gannon, I assume you are prepared to try to convince the court that Mrs. Lord's bail should be revoked and that she should be remanded into custody to await trial.
I am, Your Honor.
All right, then. Have at it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, Dorian Lord is set to go on trial for the murder of Victor Lord. Now, a murder trial requires the presence of two key elements: a defendant and the evidence to establish that guilt. But the closer my investigation gets to proving Miss Lord's guilt, the more likely it seems that either Miss Lord or the evidence will disappear. This defendant is increasingly desperate, Your Honor.
Desperation is not a crime, Mr. Gannon.
But destroying evidence is.
Oh, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Miss Gannon, you're not going to object, are you? No one interrupts arguments during a special hearing, with one exception: me.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
You were saying, Mr. Gannon?
The defendant is desperate. Why, only yesterday, Miss Lord was discovered in the murder victim's mausoleum. And what had she brought along? A large lug wrench and a container of lye. The perfect tools, Your Honor, to open Victor Lord's tomb and to burn away the very evidence I was hoping to find by having his body exhumed. Now, if this woman is willing to act as rashly as her presence in that tomb suggests, well, then I would say it's safe to assume that she might flee the country before her trial begins.
No, it doesn't necessarily follow.
Your Honor, she has already made previous steps in that direction. A few weeks back, I appeared before Judge Fitzwater. And at that time, I called the court's attention to money that Miss Lord had been transferring to a bank in Switzerland.
Yes, quite a bit of money. Huh?
Yes, sir. Now, why would she be sending that much money to Europe if she hadn't planned on meeting it there? Your Honor, Dorian Lord is a very wealthy woman, and she has the resources and the connections to leave the country in secret and to live in exile for the rest of her life.
And you think that she would do that rather than stand trial here?
A woman desperate enough to mutilate her own husband's corpse would do anything to avoid facing a jury. Your Honor, Dorian Lord belongs in jail.
Ms. Gannon, do you have anything to say in defense of your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
I beg your pardon, did you say something? I can hardly hear you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes, I would like to argue against the revocation of my client's bail.
Ah, good. Well, then, shall we begin? And speak up.
Cassie, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but no, in vitro fertilization is not a viable option in your case.
What? But you said I have PID, and these say that in vitro is the perfect way around it.
I understand, and in many cases that's true, but not in yours. Look, I consulted with several specialists before we had our meeting yesterday. I just didn't want to dump all this in your lap at one time. You see, your problem goes beyond pelvic inflammatory disease.
What do you mean?
Your problem isn't just conception. It's simply being pregnant.
I don't understand.
Well, it has to do with the condition you had when you were pregnant.
Eclampsia.
Eclampsia, that's right. And the convulsions and the soaring blood pressure, those would only get worse with every pregnancy. And considering how critical your situation was the last time around, Cassie, I can only tell you that if you thought about having a child, it could very well be fatal, and not just to the baby.
Is that what the specialist said?
Yeah. Look, I can't tell you how strongly and unanimously they urged me to rule out pregnancy for you.
I can't believe this is happening.
Look, I tell you what, I can set up appointments with Dr. Somers and Dr. Fischetti, and who knows, perhaps they'd adjust their opinions once they examine you further. I can only tell you that I think you should pretty well get used to the idea that
I should never be pregnant again.
I don't think there are any other options, Cassie.
You call them. You call the specialists.
I'll call them right away.
Let's go home, guys.
Yeah, let's go.
We were just talking about a friendly little wager.
Oh, on what?
The World Series. I'm starting a pool to pick the winner.
Really? They're in spring training right now. The World Series isn't for 6 months.
What can I say? I'm a nut for the game. Look, I'll get back to you with all the details, all right?
Perfect. This is great.
I'm a nut for the game. Hello, Claire.
Hello, Luna. How are you?
Well, I'm just fine and dandy. How are you?
Just fine.
Oh, how's Cassie doing?
Well, I haven't spoken to her in a couple of days, but I'll be speaking to her this afternoon.
Well, give her my love, please.
I sure will. And if you'll excuse me, I've got a breakfast to devour. I'm famished.
Speaking of which, so, what's the word with John Hinckley?
Fred Hinckley. He's stuck on Airport Road. And so I talked to the secretary, and I got her to reschedule the meeting.
Gee, I'm all torn up about that.
Yeah, it's just horrible being footloose and fancy free, isn't it? So I got a little idea. about how we can spin this chunk of tile. Do you want to hear it?
I'd like to hear from you today, Miss Gannon.
I'm sorry. Your Honor, the district attorney has pointed out how desperate my client is. And he's right. Dorian Lord is desperate. She's desperately upset that the concept of innocent until proven guilty has apparently been thrown out the window in this case. The district attorney would like to lock my client up. Why? She hasn't been charged with or convicted of anything, and she hasn't been charged with anything in connection with the visit of mourning and commemoration she made to her late husband's mausoleum.
A visit she made with a large wrench and a can of lye?
Your Honor, lye is not a controlled substance bought from pushers down dark streets. It's a common household product. My client happened to have some with her because she'd been having trouble with her drains. And trouble with everything else in her life. Her daughter is in a personal crisis, the loss of a child. Dorian Lord is in emotional distress. She's been accused of murdering her late husband, and then she was told they were going to exhume his body for a second autopsy. Her life is spinning out of control. She merely wanted to find peace again by spending a moment or two alone with her late husband.
Carrying a large wrench.
She brought that with her from the car for protection. She was afraid of being alone in the cemetery. After all, it was almost sunset. Your Honor, there's absolutely no shred of proof that Dorian Lord intended to use that lug wrench or that lie in the manner that the district attorney so graphically suggests. As a matter of fact, to link her visit at the crypt with an inevitable urge to flee the country is equally specious.
Miss Gannon, are we coming to some kind of conclusion here?
Your Honor, if Dorian Lord had transferred sums to Switzerland, and she was so hell-bent on going there and had all the connections to make the move whenever she chose, as my esteemed adversary insinuates, then why bother going to the crypt at all? Her logic tells us she would have just grabbed the first private jet she could. No, Your Honor. My client was not and is not planning on leaving the country. And I needn't remind you or Counselor that that's what bail is all about.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Gannon. We are well aware of that.
Your Honor, I find no compelling reason to revoke my client's bail. Dorian Lord is an important member of the community with many interests and many responsibilities. Locking her up wouldn't serve justice. It would merely prevent her from conducting her life and her business, which in my opinion is cruel and unusual punishment. With all due respect, Your Honor, the district attorney's motion to revoke my client's bail is unfair and unfounded, and I request that you deny it. Thank you.
I love to hear all your ideas, Loretta.
Well, so since we weren't able to have breakfast, and, you know, now it's getting on towards lunchtime.
Wait, is this brainstorm about food?
Well, I thought maybe we could incorporate food into my idea. You know that wonderful little new Mexican restaurant on the edge of town?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
You know, Los Dos Rios.
Oh, you mean that place where the Waukesha and Lantana rivers come together?
Yeah, that. Well, honey, I thought maybe we could go there and we could have us some hot, spicy Mexican food, and then we could go sit outside and look at the water and talk. We haven't had a heart-to-heart talk in a long time.
Not sitting up, anyway.
Not in bed, either. Just feels like both of us have been pulled in different directions, and I think I know what the problem is, and it's all my fault.
No. Ella, nothing is your fault.
Hush up, just a minute now. I know it's my fault, because I got a big surprise for you, which means I've been keeping a big secret from you, and you know how I hate secrets, honey.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, even though I can't tell you what it is, it just, you know, all around, I'm walking around here and I'm afraid of what I'm going to say and I'm afraid of what I'm going to think.
This must be pretty good, considering all this trouble you're going to.
You wait and see, it really is. But anyway, I just feel like there's something between us and I don't know what it is. And I don't know, we share so much together, you know, we don't hide anything. We share our dreams and we share our bodies. And you know how important that is to me, don't you?
To me, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we ever didn't have that openness and that honesty, there would be no reason for us to be together. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I'm talking about.
But anyway, all that aside, I'm still not going to tell you what my surprise is.
Well, that's no surprise.
But you just wait and see. You're gonna love it, I hope. Anyway, Al and Cord are on their way out of town right now to put the finishing touches on it. So in the meantime, why don't we go have some hot, spicy Mexican food? What do you think?
I think I would love to have lunch with you, but I can't.
Run that by me again. You can't have lunch with me. Now, we have allotted this time for this meeting, but you can't spend that time with me.
There's something more important I've got to do.
Me too. We got soda, OJ.
Oh my goddess, am I hearing you correctly?
Luna, please believe me. There's absolutely no way I could ever turn down lunch with you if there wasn't something absolutely critical that needed to be attended to. And there is, and I'm absolutely powerless to change it.
What is so earth-shaking?
Well, I guess it's just that I can't see myself sitting in Los Dos Rios with all those quesadilla eaters and you at the same time.
What do you mean?
Well, if I don't make mad, desperate, passionate love to you right now at home in the kitchen, then I think I'll probably die. So I really can't do lunch, but I can see myself
doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what?
What?
You drive me crazy.
Good.
I love you to pieces. Have I told you that? Did I tell you today?
No, you haven't, but
I'm
don't.
telling you.
You don't need to tell me. Show me.
Oh, okay.
Show me.
We'll do Mexican for dinner.
You got it.
All right, look. Oh, boy. What is this right here? 7-Eleven Palace Hotel, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it must be Gary's. It's nothing to me.
Well, let's just see how long you can stay away from your other passion, Max. Everything is no. That's what I feel my life is all about. No.
We're going to get through this.
It's what you always say, you know.
I say it because it's true. We will.
Andrew, I see the look of pain in your eyes. You don't have to be strong for me all the time, you know.
I let myself feel a little bit hopeful this morning.
Now you know the truth. Can't give you what you want.
No.
Well, according to what Larry said.
No.
Do you know, I am not gonna take his word for it. There are plenty of doctors out there. There are thousands of doctors.
You got the name of the specialist from Larry. We'll go to each of them. We will check things out.
Yeah, you bet we will. Because if there's the slightest chance, Andrew, I want to take it.
Okay, we will check things out. Those doctors agree with Larry. Your life is at risk, then we've got to accept that.
Maybe.
No maybes about it. We have got to accept it. Cassie, you are the most important thing. I can handle a lot. I can't handle losing you. Those doctors agree with Larry. Then we accept that, and we think about adoption again, right?
Right.
Some rulings are easy to make. This isn't one of them. However, after careful consideration of the arguments, which I must say were ably presented by both counsels, I have come to a decision. I'm afraid I have no choice but to agree with the district attorney. I believe that Dorian Lord is a threat to leave the country or to illegally interfere with the investigations. Therefore, bail is revoked. Mrs. Lord, I order you to be remanded to county jail immediately, where you will await trial for the murder of your husband, Victor Lord.